Boom, 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 boom. We're back at it at a bright and early time, half hour earlier. We're going to talk about that. Talk about why that is in a second or so. But welcome, Morning Mindset. If it's your first time here, this is what I need out of you. You got to let me know who you are so I can recognize you. You got to let me know where you're from. You got to let me know how the weather is in your area and what's in your cup. So for us, it is a gorgeous mid 60s outside. Rain passed through, so that I love when it just rains overnight and leaves for the day to be amazing. Uh, so it's mid 60s here. I'm Todd, your host Todd. Hey, my name's right there. That's me. In the cup, we've got the White Monster. We do have that this morning, and yeah, that's the beginning part of it. Now, the rest of it, 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? Now, why do we do this? I think it helps. I know it helps me. There's no thinking to it. I know it helps me. It keeps me on task. Because these are the 5 most important things that I need to get done today. I have them written down, so then as I get it done, I can cross it off. Order of importance. So here's how it goes, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that's after it. So if it's able to move up, great. Because there's going to be emails, there's going to be other projects, there's going to be things like that. But our 5 things, and number one is the reason that we had to go early. We have a meeting, or we don't have a meeting. We have a graduation this morning at 9 a.m. is when we got to be there. So we have that this morning. It's for our daughter. She is graduating the Parent Teacher Mentor Program, or recognition, or something like that. And I think we got her talked into taking some classes over the summer for their para program. So kind of excited about that, to see what she does. Then she was a Parent Teacher Mentor this second half of the school year and really enjoyed it. So hey, we're going to go celebrate that win. And then from there, I've got 2 things that are they're interchangeable because it all depends on timing. I got into a fight yesterday. There's that. I think I got some on my arm. I got into a fight yesterday with the lawnmower. I think I had a spindle that was off kilter and was whacking stuff around. So I went ahead and ordered up a rebuild kit for it. And getting that spindle nut off was a pain. I mean, like, the impact couldn't do it. I had that bad boy soaking, and I broke out the fire on it, and it finally came loose. But when I was taking some of the other bolts, everything just started snapping apart. Got it all back together, and the belt that they sent with it was a little too short. So ran over to Lowe's, and I was like, all right, I'll just get the next size up. And yeah, that one's too short. So now I got to go return that belt, and I'm just going to buy the next 2 sizes, and we should be back in business. So hopefully that fixes it. If not, then that damn thing is, I don't know if I don't know. I'll send it somewhere and get it fixed because I'm over it at this point. New spindle, new pulley, new blade, new belt. There shouldn't be anything else, but who knows with that. And then the other one, install parts for the DTF printer. Not all the parts came yesterday. The rest should show up today. So we should be back. We're crossing our fingers that we'll put a new head in, new board in, new ribbon cables, put all that in. Hopefully we don't have to program a board and set up for that. But we should be back up and printing fully today, this afternoon, which Fridays is why I try and I try and load up early at the beginning of the week. So Fridays I am not so stressed about stuff. So that's something I can't be stressed out and doing. That's got to get back up and going today. So that's the plan for there. And then I've got a decal job that needs printed out, and I've got a couple banners. Actually, we're fixing some banners. We're just covering with some other stuff. So we got a couple of those to print out. So there's our stuff. Parent Teacher Mentor Graduation Celebration. Fix the mower, install parts for the DTF, print decals, print banners. That's ours. So let me know, what are your 5 things you're going to do? And Darren, good morning. Tuesday topic, pad printing. Been hearing talk of this mystical show forever. You mean like pad printer? Yeah. So yeah, we've got a pad printer right there. There's a pad printer. Will it happen? No. It's going to happen anytime soon? No. But it is there. We probably are not going to have a show on Tuesday, or if we do, it's going to be early, like a 4:00 show. And the reason being is parent PTO meeting is on there, and that's voting for your what are your officers. And I do believe that Corey is going to be nominated for vice president. So hey, I got to go support that, and then see what our plan is for next year. So I don't think, if we do have a show, it's going to be early on Tuesday. And good morning to you, Jenny. It's going to be raining this afternoon. That the stuff that came through here last night, well, didn't seem too bad. I was awake, but it didn't seem too bad. Water in the cup, 5 things. Press and package spiritware order. Awesome. Cut 34, 24-inch vinyl decals for concrete truck quotes, artwork, and invoicing. Way to go. Way to go. Look at that morning. Tea in my cup, almost chilly in Ohio while I feed my starving dogs. So those dogs, they need everything. All right. And morning, Renee from 66 overcast Chicagoland. Water in the cup. Been battling a cold since I got back from Minnesota, from Montana. So I'm not sure what my plan is for the 5 yet. How about just self-care, right? Just get better. That's what you got to do. And what's up, Chuck? Good morning to you with a beautiful 75 and sunny in Central Florida. Headed to low 90 today. Does not sound bad at all. Brian's got his in. It's 64 and overcast in Mountain Dew down in his neck of the woods. He'll be screen printing and soccer field signs and billing. That all sounds wonderful right there. And every day, oh yeah, customer passes on caps. Okay, that was forward hand. Like I was confused. Jeff, good morning. I am me. You are Jeff. And you're in Northern Kentucky. It is 64 and cloudy. Diet Cherry Pepsi. There, I don't think I've ever had a Diet Cherry Pepsi, to be honest with you. 5 things. Sort photo for boys' school. Swap of vinyl on finally fixed printer. Way to go. Way to go. Test cuts, order vinyl, printing, and more printing. I got in the decals that we got ran out of holographic material. So we got more of that in yesterday. So I'll be able to get that job out of there. And then I got some equal solvent printable glitter in for a job as well. I thought I had more of it, and I actually have the other stuff. So I'm going to do samples out of both of them so they can see which ones they like better. But yeah, that's on our list. That's on our list to do today too, is print out some HTV and hollow. Curtis, good morning to you. Will 325 temp, 15-second mellow canopy. It's raining and going to be with us most of the day. I don't think so. We've pressed on, it should 325, 15 seconds. You should be fine with that. You can always go lower and longer too. You could go like 305 and go longer. A lot depends on it. Like when we did our canopies before, we were doing the Caesar Hi-Fi matte is what we're using for color print on it, and that presses I think at like 250 for 10 seconds, so super low on that. And then even on our DTF transfers, you're at 275, so that would be below it. But HTV on it, you should be fine with that. Chuck, going to the DMV transfer registration to work on new products opposed. Well, Chuck, I don't know if you get to 2 because you're going to the DMV, so that could take all day, right? FU Facebook user, good morning to you. We don't know who you are, and the reason being is because Face Yard. That's what I'm going to call it now. Face Yard. Damn it, I did it again. Facebook and StreamYard do not always play nice together. So what you can do is you head over to this link right here, fatdadlive.com. That'll get you into the YouTube side of things. And when you're there, you just make sure to like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and you will always know when we're live. And then we'll be able to see who you are. And Barb, good morning from North Central Minnesota, 49, hazy from the Canadian wildfires. I'm out of the loop. I didn't even realize that Canada was on fire. I need to pay attention more this week. Water in the cup. And her 5 things: banking, invoice, quotes, embroidery, digitizing. Look at schedule for next week. That's perfect Friday. Plan for next week. Love, love, love that. Has anyone ever printed on fireproof race suits? No. I'm trying to remember if we did. It was all embroidery. It was embroidery. And they hit the shirts for that. I don't think I have. I don't know. I'm sure somebody has, but everything I'd seen that we'd have. Oh, look at that. I don't know who this is. They have. Who are you? They have. Tell us more about it. Brian, what issue are you having? What questions do you have? Because look at that right below you. They have. So what questions, comments, anything in there? Whoever this is, FU Facebook user, whoever you are, you can offer. Oh, look, Debbie, there we are. Debbie's there. Got on. I was Facebook user. Perfect. So Debbie, maybe you can help. It's Bob. Hi, Bob. All right. Bob, what is tips, tricks, whatever with that? Brian, what questions do you have? We can get this figured out here. Doing DTF. Yeah, so if DTF, even at that 325, I'd still be fine with it. I don't think you're going to meld it all because that's like that. What is that called? The material. I can't think of what the material is called, but it's pretty stout. I think you'll be fine with it. And Frog Printing here. Lebanon, Missouri, 64 degrees. Propel water. 5 things: print stickers, embroidery, banners, design work, and cut some decals. Love, 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 love that day. I got a customer wanting us to do it, but didn't know the tricks for doing it. And see, Bob uses the Stahl's Ultracolor Max. So that's how they do it, is there. What's the material? What is that stuff made out of? Because I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you, because it's not my jam. I don't know. So I'll give you guys a little fun thing. As we're getting the school day ready in here, because we got the way the typically goes is, I work in the morning. I'm in here between 5 and 6, and then about 7:30, I step out from here and go take the kids to school. We do that fun stuff. This morning, I had to reach my hand in a pissy toilet to retrieve a ring. So I don't think the day could get any worse, but I was tempted. I'm like, just flush it. I'll get a new ring for you. I'm not that worried about it. But yeah, amazing, right? That's how I started my Friday this morning, and all I can do is laugh about it, because it's like trying to fish it out with stuff. I'm like, it's just not gonna work. Just reach in and grab it. Just reach in and grab the damn thing. And I'll, just like, what are you gonna do? It just I don't know. It made me laugh. It was definitely something I needed for this week, as much as trying as this week has been on me, with equipment not working, things just not going as planned, things not showing up on time. It has been a week of setbacks, and to know at the end of the week that it is Friday morning, I had to stick my hand in a pissy toilet to retrieve a ring, makes me know that there are worse things in life. So a good laugh, a good chuckle is always going to be is always going to be part of it, right? And so I was, this week had me down. It was another one of those funks. I think that, I was like, just as it went on, I'm like, I just want to get things to be. I just would like maybe like 2 weeks of non-issues, whether things not showing up, things not showing up wrong, things coming or being delivered to the right place. Remember, if you order something, when it goes in our system, it gets shipped to the address you put in there. So if you don't put your correct address, I don't know how that's my fault. We print, we ship, we build, we do everything, get it out. We ship it to where you tell us to ship it to, and if it doesn't, I don't know how to do that. So, dealing with issues on that, dealing with rush issues, where somebody expects something today and we're like, well, here's the fee on it. And they're like, well, there's no way I can do that. That's too much for me. Can't cut me a deal. I'm like, how is your lack of planning, your customer's lack of planning, an emergency on me? I'm stressed out as it is. And now you expect me to do this. I think it was like 50 feet of DTF transfers. They wanted the same day. They didn't want, and it was in the afternoon too. It was like 1 o'clock. They wanted the same day. They wanted to ship out the same day. They wanted to ship out overnight, but they didn't want to pay any rush fees for it. They're like, well, maybe I can pay the shipping, but I'm not paying any rush fees for it. Well, I'm not printing. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I just don't know. Like, shipping's expensive. Like, some of the stuff we shipped out overnight, because of where some people live, it could be $60-$70. Some people live like, I didn't realize this until we started shipping more things, that there's like an area that people deliver to, and then there's an area outside of that, and then they charge you extra for that outside of area, and it can be anywhere from $2.50 to $20 extra to drive out to the boonies. And I'm just like crazy. Like, okay, we'll put it in, and it doesn't necessarily show that. So if we don't catch it and bill it out beforehand, we eat all that. So there's jobs that we lose money on just because on shipping, what we charge for it on the flat rate. There, and that's why I said flat rate something. Shipping is something we never make money on. Sure, we might make $1 off this one, but we might lose $20 on this one, and so it just becomes a wash out on the end. You've got packaging in it, you've got materials that go in it, you've got all that. So just because something cost you $8 to ship doesn't mean it cost $8 to ship. How much was the packaging for it? How much were the things that you put inside of it? How much was it to build the box? How much was it to you've got all those other things. So when you see shipping and handling charges and stuff, don't think that a company is trying to rip you off on stuff and everything should be free. I mean, that takes time to do. That takes effort to do. There's a cost that goes into that. And, you can either figured into pricing, and that's where that's going to be. So it's going to raise the price there. The shipping is just that. And that's, they said on some stuff we make, on other stuff we lose. It all comes out in the end. So it should be fine there. All right, let's see. We're getting back into the fire suit. But first, we got Debbie coming in with working on graduation gifts for granddaughter. Storms are supposed to be rolling through today down in North Texas. Yeah, I think that line kind of goes like that, and it's past us now and coming back your way to it. Nomex, there it is. I've only ever put patches on my fire suits. Jeff, did you embroider those patches on, or were they heat sealed on? How are they that? Has a burn temp about Nomex has a burn temp about 509, so you should be fine on it. Thanks, Jerry. You know, they hit that like makes them smile. It does make me smile on it. It feels like cotton. The customer says Cricut vinyl wouldn't stay on. Well, there's a couple of issues with that. Is on their side of it, are they using the right press to put it on there? Are they using the right temperature? I've always heard issues with the Cricut adhesive not being the greatest, so it could be a material issue too. So yeah, let's see. It depends. Some are sprayed with a fire retardant. Some are made with a blend of cotton and fire retardant material. Name of it's escaping me. You're right. That's exactly what I said. It can always be worse. It could have been poop. Could have been poop that I was reaching my hand into and had to go in and get. And it could have been way worse than that. So yes, it wasn't. It could have been a lot worse, and that's why I said that up 500 degrees. All right. And yes, Cherry's agreeing. Right. It could have been poop. I think a lot of times that it's the Nomex. Some use cotton, but it's treated with some crazy chemical. What? Yeah. That was my day, Renee. Yeah, that's how I started my morning. Sewn on. Okay. So yeah, and that's what I've seen is either sewn on stuff embroidered on. I can't think of something that I've seen printed on. And you know, I haven't been in the race scene for 20 years, so I think even back then everything was embroidered. Everything, you know, was patched embroidered on. I'm just trying to remember, but I haven't seen it. There we go. Jenny says Cricut vinyl is terrible. Use Thermoflex from specialty materials. Oh yeah, the Thermoflex Extra would be a good one. But if you're screen printing, I think you'd be fine. You know, I think so. I'm gonna do a little Googler right here and see what it tells me. Screen printing on a fire suit tips. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get there. Let's see. Does anyone know 6 logos on race suits and Nomex undergarments? They said a lot of dye sublimation, screen printing or embroidery. Let's see. Go with FR inks in screen printing or Nomex thread. So that's what they said for screen printing. FR inks. I don't know what that means. Let's see. F1 suits are both embroidery. Okay, you know. Let's see. What's this one say? What material for fire suits? Screening. This is what they're. Yep. Yeah. I'm not seeing. I want to see some. What's this tribe have to say, Brian? The tribe would know, right? The tribe would know. Oh, fire resistant ink. Thanks. I learned something new. I didn't know what FR ink was. Fire resistant ink. There you go. So if there's a fire resistant ink, it's got to be able to be done, right? Super simple, super easy. I'm looking to see if I can just see anything else that says it. Well, this one says that F1 drivers suits are banning computer embroidery and for heat printed applications because of thread efficiency. Not just in motorsports, but in football, soccer, banning computer embroidery in favor of heat printed, lighter, more flexible, and likely cheaper. So so it looks like heat print is the way that they're going with it. Which, Brian, maybe do you get that? Just look at the. I wonder if the Hi-Fi mat would be a good option too. How many are you doing? I guess that's the other thing too. If you're talking screen printing, if you're talking ink, then I know you must be doing a bundle, right? Agree with summer sprayed, which tends to be slippery. Also check it may void the warranty. Good call. When I've talked to our reps about turnout gear, they advise against it. So what do they advise doing? How do they advise for decorating those types of garments there, Darren? What's their process for it? Is it sublimation? Is it embroidery? What's the thoughts on that? Sarah, good morning to you. Yep, I did see that there was a fire resistant embroidery thread, and that's what I've always seen it done as, is embroidery. But I said I haven't been in it for a long time to know what the way is going though. Woohoo! I haven't asked the tribe yet. You're gonna ask them today. I came in yesterday evening. Yeah, I would I would think, you know, yeah, if there's a fire resistant ink, that you would be fine with that. I would think, right? You can run it through. Yeah, I don't know, but that's a great question. That's a great thing to ponder and learn more about today, because it said, screen printing is not my jam. It's not my tea. I want to learn as much as I can about it. I learned today FR means fire resistant when it comes to ink. FR means, and if I would have thought about it, probably, but I thought it was a brand. I really did. I'm like, FR ink. Okay, that's what you got to use for it. I learned something new. So that's always a plus. Uh, Last time I put on my fire suit was probably 2007. That was probably that has been longer ago than that. Mine would have been about 2002, 2003. So yeah, it's been 20 years. Yes, yes, 20 years. 20 years for mine. It's been that long ago. I should get back into racing. I really feel like I just need to throw money out of the window. So I should, pick up a hobby like racing and do that every weekend. As much as I loved it, yeah, it's an expensive hobby. It is really an expensive hobby. And yeah, I just don't know about that. I'd much rather stick to smoking some foods that brings me comfort, and it's a lot safer. Not I do look like I kind of, I don't even know, like, and of all places, getting a cut here is the worst because that flexes so much, and it's more of like an abrasion cut, so it's constantly in pain, just throbbing. Oh, not good, not good. Um, how do you become a millionaire in racing? Yeah, start with 2 million, right? Isn't that how it is? How do you become a millionaire in racing? There, that's what you got to do. Um, they, of course, they want it to be done in house because they know what they're doing. But embroidery, no mixed thread, and only a certain percentage area can be done because of my fire rating. And that's something else I didn't think about, is that coverage area is how much you can get away with and how much you can do on it. So that's something else to think of. I never drove, only worked on the car. Way much cheaper way to go. And that was the thing is, so at one time we had a garage, and it was basically an oversized storage unit that had a bathroom in it, had electricity. We had 4 or 5 cars in there, because we all helped each other out, and so it was a good place to go and hang out and drink some beers and work on some cars. Because we're in the bomber class, so you weren't spending all the high end fancy stuff. You were just going out there trying to make things work. And for us, we have at that time we had 3 local tracks, and one would race on Friday night, one would race on Saturday night, and then one would race on Sunday night. So it was when the job that I was in, we could schedule. I made the schedule, so one of the guys that I raced with, also worked with us, and so I'd schedule us over at the store closest to wherever the racetracks were on Friday and Saturday night. So we could just leave work and go straight from there. And so it was fun. You just got your car sitting out there in trailers and you're ready to go. But it got to put where we were kind of all in on one car, and so we would race it each night. And I only got it in a few times. I more or less just worked on it, supplied money, had a good time doing all of that. I really wanted to get back into drag racing. We had some family that did that, and I loved it. And the cars always look so damn nice. And so I said, maybe that's a ticket. I just get back into that. Bracket race, have some fun, straight line, not getting tore up every weekend. That's what it is. Uh, but this is turnouts and not okay. But again, this is turnouts, not fire suits. Gotcha. Yep. Yes. Become a millionaire racer. Start with 2 million. Look at that. I was an ARCA and Hooter Pro Cup. Most all 1 and 2 day shows, thankfully. Very nice. See, we learned something new. How cool is that? All right. So like I said, we got to be over to this recognition at 9 a.m. So we got to get up out of here. On my way back, I got to pick up some parts to fix that mower. It does look like my stuff is out for delivery for DTF, and my delivery window says that it's between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. So that will get done today. We'll get those decal jobs printed and out the door. So that's a plus thing. It's National Pizza Party Day. So if you do have an office or you do have a business with employees, hey, third Friday of every May is National Pizza Party Day. So maybe you should have a pizza party. Just don't put pineapple on it because then you ruin the pizza party. I'm telling you, you ruin the pizza party that way. I bet Stalls could tell you what their stuff is. Then bring it up. Stalls mostly sells all of their printable material, so it'd be super simple, easy to do. No, Kyle, no. Mm-mm. We're not doing it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Kyle. Maybe you should run a pineapple on pizza sale, and everybody that brings in you a slice of pizza with pineapple on it gets 10% off. That's what Kyle's doing. That's what Kyle's doing. He's offering 10% off if you bring in pineapple pizza. You go, look at what is wrong. Okay, pizza party, sure. Jenny pineapple. No, we're not gonna go down this route. We don't have time. We don't have time to say, if you want fruit on a pizza, get a fruit pizza. Just don't put it on there. I don't know what that is. I just don't get it. So, hey, but that's something to do. Put that on if you're looking for some content for today for your thing, hey, put it on there. Hey, National, Pizza Party Day, and ask, what their favorite topping is, and then mention something about pineapple, and it goes crazy. It does. People love to get involved in those fun little wars. So there's that content tip for today. We've got other stuff working next week. Like I said, I don't know if it'll be Tuesday with Todd, if it'll be bumped up by an hour. So because we do have that PTO meeting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, morning mindset. We're hoping that we're back full bore 100% printing. If not, we'll talk about that Monday morning, and we'll be able to get there for it. Hey, we'll do what we can do. We'll do this 5. At least it wasn't poop. That's all we can really say, right? At least it wasn't poop. That is a great thing to think about today. All right. You guys have an amazing day. Get out there, get after it. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your weekend. Get out there. Enjoy it. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.